Hello everyone, welcome to the Village of Words. The word relation for this video is religious enemy, nihilism. Meaninglessness has been debated ever since in the past. In modern times, we call it nihilism. Nihilism is about meaninglessness. Everything dies in the end anyway. So what's the point of trying so hard? No one will even remember us. To counter this, there is something called religion. Religion is hope that our works are not useless. It will live eternally. While the majority Christians might say otherwise, they say it is not about works. But Islam is all about deeds and dying a martyr. Besides, I think the Bible saying it is not about works has been misinterpreted. I think the verse meant no one should boast that it is their own works. Instead of saying it is not about working and doing good deeds. So I say even Christianity is about hope of working good things. And our works will live eternally. It will not die. Thus, the opposite of hope and religion is nihilism. Nihilism is the religious enemy. Therefore, nihilism is actually related to unemployment. Employment has hope that you are going somewhere in the world. A nihilist will give up from working. Is there any point in working? Everyone and everything dies in the end. It is not like our works can live forever. Even though religion is hope, there is an opposing Bible book that talks about nihilism. A nihilist Bible book that I know of is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes criticized that wisdom eventually will have no meaning. In Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 16, it says, "The wise like the fool will not be long remembered." So you see, even with wisdom, one will die and eventually be forgotten. This is debatable because we surely do know some famous ancient scholars. While it is capitalists that is more forgotten, who knows of ancient rich people? Anyway, while Ecclesiastes criticized knowledge, talking about meaningless, next, I relate meaningless with money instead. That eventually there is no meaning to power, ambition, and money. Therefore, same goes with being many, famous, or popular. All that will die out one day as well. Therefore, nihilism is the ultimate point to meaninglessness. After that, even though capitalism is about ambition and doing something, capitalism by itself is meaningless. It is meaningless if we do not remember the past. It is important to be educated. Hence, we have a period of schooling. Regardless, even then, the knowledge that we had learned from school is forgotten. Anyway, either with school or no school, I suggest a temporary unemployment period of studying. Take time to be unemployed for a few years to remember things. Or take time to do your checklist before dying. This has more meaning than straight away getting a job after school. To straight away work is currently the fate of most people. But I view it meaningless if we do not remember. Besides that, I'm thinking of getting a job after I'm done with world relations. I want to gain money for my new religion. But there are tons of rich people in the past who are forgotten. Then even more so a normal working class like me. There are tons of rich people who tries to uphold something. What rich people had created lived for a while. But in the end, rich people's creation turns meaningless and forgotten. So why would my world religion be any different? So in a nihilist perspective, is it worth for me to get a job? Maybe it is good to try new things. But in the long run, is it worth working? Maybe I won't even get anywhere anyway. Won't it be better to just sit and live for myself? Regardless, I also want to try doing work relations while working a job. One of my culture is this thing called audio mix. I play two different audio talking some things, and I wrote down the overlap words. Then I rationalize whether the words have relations or attribution to them or not. So while rationalizing these word relations, I also play video games. While farming in an MMORPG game, I also go through the word relations. I think and rationalize for a moment. For example, the word relation thought equals to choices. Firstly, I think is thought about choices. Then I think the opposite whether thought is about no choices or force. Then I move on to the next word relation. I do all of this while playing and farming in the MMORPG game. So if I can do that while playing a video game, maybe I can do that while working a capitalist job. So this is one of my ambition, to do work relations while doing a job. But before that, I think I would try different jobs first. Sure, it might be meaningless to try and popularize my new work religion. But my other ambition to make a new Islamic doctrine could live eternally. In religion, there is hope to create a new sect. I use the Christian sentence, the kingdom of heaven. I believe any new Christian doctrine can be called the kingdom of heaven. And as such, many new Christian sects had emerged. But are they guided or astray? I myself won't know until I had studied them. So the point is, if many new sects had sprouted, of course our efforts to establish a new doctrine has meaning. And supposedly the kingdom of heaven will reign forever. If astray sects could live till this day, then even more so a guided one. Conclusion, aside from trying new things, I currently have no ambition and no reason to work. Presently, I think I have no other reason in getting a job. It might be worth for me to establish a new doctrine or sect out of something. But realistically speaking, it is impossible for me to create a brand new religion. It is not like I can become the majority. That's all for this video. Hit like, share, or comment down below.